Yeah, you can. If that helps you.
I'll do that, definitely.
Alright, so today we will be doing a little work health and safety meeting. The date is the 21st of the 6th, 7 p.m, and we're doing this at the gym. Attendees, Callum Butler, manager, and Courtney Butler, personal trainer. A couple of things we'll be going over is number 1, just legislation and our duty. 2, couple hazards. 3, the control measures. 4, how we're going to review the control measures. An incident that occurred at the gym, and a bit of stress and fatigue. First of all, the reason why we sort of have to do this kind of meeting is that the Work Health and Safety Act requires persons who have a duty to ensure health and safety to manage risk by eliminating or minimising risk so far as reasonably practical. Work health and safety legislation is not restricted to staff, society, but requires persons conducting a business or undertaking to ensure all persons who may be affected by the business or undertaking are safe. The measures that management takes to protect the employees generally apply to clients of fitness business too. Therefore, managing risks effectively will aid in minimising risk of injury to staff and clients of fitness facilities as well as the general public. So, a couple of hazards I've found that were in the gym. Start off, the dumbbells not put away on the gym floor. This is obviously a risk because when people trip over them, it's a hazard in that kind of way. The risk rating, obviously using the table that we always use, is 9S. So it's highly, not very likely, and won't cause that much damage, but it's still a risk. Another one was the slippery wet floor as you walk into the gym. I walked past it and just saw that there was sort of a pool. I don't know if someone spilled a drink bottle or something like that, but sort of wasn't cleaned up and people just walking through it. Risk rating for that was 4L, so slightly a little bit more serious than the first one. And then the third one is in the gym, the raised deadlift and squat floor. So obviously it's raised up to give better protection towards the floor because obviously the heavier weights. But it is raised and people are just walking across it a fair bit, so the risk rating for that is 6M, so it's more likely and more damage can be done if they're holding weights and stuff. The way we will control these, so first of all with the dumbbells on the gym floor, I'm going to put in signs that just ask the members to put the dumbbells away, and then I'll also ask the team members to put the dumbbells away as they walk past any that aren't, and just sort of, as you walk through the gym, have a quick scope of that area. If you see any dumbbells that aren't really being used, to put them away. Sort of want to get that implemented by the 26th of the 6th. We're going to be making sure that a slippery when wet sign for hazard 2 will be up, and to really eliminate if it's a bad one, having barricades around the spill just to stop. They can't really walk across a barricade, so just stop that. And the same again, the 26th to 6th. And then with the raised floor for the squat rack, it's there. We can't really do sort of that much to minimise, but we'll do a couple watch your step signs, and then we'll just put danger tape around the edge of the step up, so just give that bit of a visual effect to help the gym goers see that. And the same again, the 26th to the 6th. So obviously with those risk controls coming into factor, we'll review them by, let's sort of be mindful over the next week after signs have been put up, whether there's less unused dumbbells on the gym floor, and then also just being proactive on the spills and getting the barricades out. And if we sort of have no complaints over spills and stuff in the gym, we're sort of doing our job. And then the danger tape around, just watch out. If you see that even with the danger tape that people aren't sort of paying attention, we can sort of put more measures in, but just to watch that over the next week as well. So there was an incident at the gym last week. What sort of happened, there was a man that was doing some work on the gym floor, collapsed, So on the morning of the 1st of October, I was training a client on the gym floor when a member alerted me that she had witnessed another member faint, and in doing so had hit their head on the ground. This was in the weights room. And what was done to resolve the incident? First aid was administered and the member in question was put into the recovery position until they regained consciousness, and then they were obviously taken to hospital just to get further treatment to see what the cause was, what the root of the problem was. Obviously I emailed this to you on the 12th when it happened, and you got that email?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty much that incident. Obviously we know how to report incidents through the incident report sheet, so if anything sort of comes across like that, you obviously know how to use this and then go through the correct measures. So just with the stress and fatigue form, so just this stress and fatigue form, obviously the gym has handed out to all the workers here, and you obviously get people to do it occasionally. When I was going through the fatigue risk checklist, I just ticked yes for long periods that are physically demanding, also long periods which are mentally demanding. Roster didn't include shift work, so all the rest would know. Got 10 hours between shifts. I don't really work between 2 a.m and 6 a.m. A couple of symptoms I noticed sort of when I did a bit of self-reflection was that I had a bit of short-term memory problems, and it was also a little bit hard for me to concentrate. But I did notice that on those days that it was hard to concentrate, I noticed that maybe my nutrition wasn't right, and also I didn't get enough water. So the things I will be doing to control that is obviously to schedule work around getting enough sleep every night, and getting a good quality sleep, which will be obviously help with being hydrated and putting the right food into my body as well. So that's sort of the hazards, the control measures. We've spoken about the incident, bit of stress and fatigue. We'll review, like I said, those control methods within a week and see how it's sort of going. A week after the due dates are sort of set, and we will see how we go from there. Has anyone got any questions?
No, sounds good.
No?
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, perfect.